Did you know that when we conclude our prayers with Amen, we are in actuality giving worship and praise to an evil Anunnaki alien man named Marduk, who is also known as Amun-Ra in the Egyptian pantheon? Amun-Ra gave a decree thousands of years ago on Earth that humans should honor and thank him by saying his name Amen at the end of their prayers. Amun-Ra, also recognized as Marduk in Sumerian texts, was the chief god deity of Babylon and is an immortal Anunnaki alien who has covertly governed and owned planet Earth for millennia and still owns it now. Amun-Ra was responsible for initiating the significant pyramid wars in Africa and the Middle East around 4,000 years ago, leaving the lands completely deserted due to the advanced weaponry that destroyed most plant life. His intention? He yearned to be the singular god revered by human beings who were engineered in the Garden of Eden. Each member of the Anunnaki royals was allocated designated periods in the cosmic constellations to govern and rule Earth. However, a significant Great Flood incident resulted in the overshadowing of Amun-Ra's designated time to rule. The Anunnaki and Atlanteans from Nibiru represented a diverse civilization. The Anunnaki royal family from Nibiru possessed a lineage connected to reptilian, draconian, and Lyran-Sirian ancestries. This lineage, which arose 12 million years ago, resulted from a peaceful marriage union between a royal reptilian female from the Orion Empire and a Lyran-Sirian male from the Galactic Worlds Federation. This union initiated a brief period of harmony and additionally birthed a novel royal hybrid race. These warrior-like beings, muscular and exhibiting both various dark and light skin tones, the full-blood royals, were said to have skin so dark that it would appear Arcturian blue to human eyes, with facial attributes reminiscent of African Asiatic people, recognized today as the extraterrestrial Anunnaki royalty. They are the paramount monarchical leaders of the diverse civilization of Nibiru, and interestingly, they represent the engineer-creator gods of modern humans, venerated in ancient Sumerian and Babylonian civilizations. Deep within this lineage, Marduk was the son of Enki, Nibiru's eldest and most learned prince. Enki was born to King Anu and a servant woman of Pleiadian heritage. Widely recognized for his wisdom and might, Enki had a son named Marduk, also known as Amun-Ra. After a long myriad of years, when he finally ascended to power on Earth, he decreed that whenever humans communicate with the divine, they should direct their devotion to him and conclude their invocations by uttering his name. Amen. Amun-Ra used his rule to bring mankind into a state of dehumanization, of assault, slavery, genocide, and destruction in his name and the one religion of him. Deuteronomy 22:28-29 reads, "If a man happens to meet a virgin who is not pledged to be married and assaults her, and they are discovered." This is one of the many clear texts in this gospel that showcases this. Deity was not the creator God we believe in, but an alien man giving incentives for genocide and assault of modern human communities for his patriarchal gain and reptilian mindset passed down from his heritage. He was constantly in confrontations with his kin regarding his ambition to be the paramount deity of both humans and the planet in archaic eras. By pressuring the infamous Pharaoh Akhenaten of Egypt to introduce the concept of monotheism, he insisted on the renunciation of multiple gods, who were really extraterrestrial beings, and demanded allegiance solely to himself as the one and only God, now known as Amun-Ra, the sun disk god, no longer keeping his Sumerian Babylonian name, Marduk. Amun-Ra's influence is evident when one encounters the famous biblical phrases, "I am a jealous God, and there shall be no other gods but me," in contemporary religious scriptures, as he masqueraded as the creator of all. It's also suggested in Sumerian texts that he employed an advanced holographic communicator to speak to the man we know as Moses, which Moses misunderstood as a burning bush. Moses was directed by this alien god, posing as the supreme being, to lead his followers in a series of ruthless conquests, as documented in the book of Deuteronomy, against all who worshipped other extraterrestrial entities besides Marduk, also known as Amun-Ra. Such celestial confrontations between alien dynasties spilled onto Earth, with humanity caught in the middle as mere instruments in these divine disputes. The canonized Bible, specifically the books of Exodus, Judges, and Deuteronomy, in truth depicts a conflict between humanoid aliens equipped with sophisticated technology who manipulated humans to battle and eliminate each other in the name of their god, Amun-Ra. Marduk's lineage, including his progenitor Enki and sibling Thoth, were disconcerted by his aggressive tendencies, which echoed the sinister nature of his uncle Enlil, also identified as Yahweh. Thoth, who governed ancient Egypt for 16,000 years, was instructed by his father Enki to depart from Egypt, abandon the contentious pyramid conflicts with the devoted Olmecs, and establish a fresh civilization in the regions we now recognize as the Mayan and Aztec lands. Recognized as an exceptionally potent Anunnaki, Marduk Amun-Ra was said to possess the capabilities and technologies of all Anunnaki beings across the worlds. His legendary triumph over the formidable Dragon Queen and sovereign Tiamat and her legion during an Anunnaki intervention on Earth, approximately 350,000 years ago, earned him immense respect. The Anunnaki, in appreciation, conferred upon him 50 titles and designated him as their leader. The number 50 was once associated with the deity Enlil, whom Marduk supplanted as commander god of Earth. Operating from an orbiting saucer-like craft or shining sun disk, Amun-Ra's dominion extended primarily over ancient Egypt and Kemet. He revealed his genuine form only during a rendezvous with Moses on Mount Sinai. Marduk is also recognized as the father of Nabu, the Babylonian wisdom deity, whose facial depiction is immortalized on the iconic Great Sphinx. It is believed that Amun-Ra's lineage is intertwined with ancient Egyptian monarchs. Remnants of this royal genealogy, including the lineage of King Tut, persist in modern humans through genetic markers implanted with advanced technology. Yet Amun-Ra's disposition was far from benevolent, with a distinct narcissistic God complex streak. Our souls have already ordained that we are the light against the dark. As we continue in the age of Pisces, his dominion over our world remains unchallenged. However, once we enter the age of Aquarius, our souls will return to the higher astral dimensions and the new Earth. His current whereabouts remain uncertain, but indications suggest he is close, much like the Sith Lord Emperor Palpatine from Star Wars films. Speculations abound regarding secret cabals and elites who may venerate Amun-Ra and operate under his command, striving to perpetuate our intellectual and spiritual subjugation on this planet. In retrospect, we are all like Neo and Trinity in the Matrix, forever battling and conquering the mathematical yin and yang multiverse. We ask that you take these spiritually truthful tenets at your own discretion, seek the truth in your own time, and then you will begin to see the connections of these ancient mysteries unveiled.